Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Um, we are approaching a full moon in Aries on the October 13th or 14th, depending where you are around the world. And so it is in fiery Aries, and full moon Aries tends to come with a lot of energy, as Aries is a fire sign and a cardinal sign, which is ruled by energetic Mars. So since the start of October, there have been some tense cosmic energies, and if you have been feeling highly strung, easily frustrated, or overwhelmed, there is going to be a huge release point on offer to us under the bright Aries full moon. So Aries tend to come with a lot of energy, but with full moons being emotional, we may be driven by our feelings to take action and can be moved around by emotion. Sometimes these emotions can get the better of us, and we can blow up and be more easily irritated, frustrated, and annoyed. So a healthy outlet for these feelings that surface during this lunar phase is a definite must, Scorpio. It's time to release ourselves from the shackles we have become bound by, and under the light of the full moon in Aries, we will be guided to unlock the doors and help free ourselves from any self-imposed barriers we have been hiding behind. We have to remove these masks we have been hiding behind, and it's time to be our true authentic selves again. So we also have Pluto that will be very active during this lunar phase, and it will be encouraging us to keep shedding the layers that hold us back so we can rise into our fullest power. We need to come out of the shadows with courage, to share our energy with the world, because that is why we are here. That is why our souls bothered to make this courageous, scary, and beautiful journey to Earth in the first place. So to share is basically to share who we are, our energy with the world. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it is ruled over by the energy of number 1 in numerology, which is about leadership, ownership, and showing up exactly as we are, free of attachments and insecurities, and just ready to bring all of who we are back into the world. So, as I said, we may have collected insecurities along the way. I mean, we all probably have. So that's for sure. So in our personal life journey, and the insecurities have probably been collected in, and moments like these where, like the full moon in Aries energy, we are reminded to break those chains and go through and to see those fears as for the illusions they are. So it's like gaining our confidence back. So the Aries full moon wants us to make sure we are not hiding away our true selves or sacrificing too much in order to make those around us comfortable, or to ensure that we are not doing the reverse and allowing our ego to overwhelm or smother anyone else's truth or energy in any way. So it's vice versa. Besides releasing us from our self-imposed prisons, this full moon is also going to be challenging us in our relationships, as we are still in Libra season. Relationships have a major role in the energies. So if relationship issues were present under the Libra new moon back in September, this full moon could also bring some new information to the surface that will allow you to find closure. And while this energy will be motivating us to break free, it may help to check in and ensure we are acting from a place of love rather than ego, as Aries is a fire sign, and with the fiery quality to this full moon, it can make us want to rush, force, and jump into things head first. So if you did have a case of problems in the relationship in your life recently, you may find that the full moon pushes you to take action or to make some changes. I would suggest just to stop, breathe, and reflect back before taking any action. So, and then take action. But if certain relationships that are no longer serving your soul or soul's growth in any way, they may actually be released during this energy of the full moon in Aries, or you may set some new healthy boundaries to make it healthier. So take a look at what limitations have been working against you that are preventing you from moving forward. What thoughts or beliefs have you been blocking your progress or standing in what thoughts and beliefs have been blocking your progress, or maybe even just certain beliefs? What's standing in your way? Kind of take a look and look at what your limitations are. So as Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, full moon in Aries tend to be those times when you finalize plans to start something new, and also to see the successful completion of something you started long ago, probably like a project or something. And you could say that this phase is like it's the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end in some way. So whatever happens during this time can determine whether something lives on and makes it all the way, or falls apart and loses its magic or steam. This full moon is square transit Pluto in Capricorn, which is an aspect that brings difficulty. It's a difficult aspect where Pluto will really amplify anger and aggression. And you may find yourself fighting more over power and control, and you may need to take a step back. So, as I suggested, stop, breathe, and reflect, and then take action if necessary. This is a difficult transit, and there may be some major fighting of some sort with this full moon. We also have transiting Jupiter in Sagittarius, and Jupiter wants us to try and not to be serious about whatever's happening, and also it doesn't want us to get sucked into the drama as well. So I would go with Sagittarius Jupiter. The full moon being in Aries Libra axis, which is square to Pluto, where the energies might push some of us to be tempted to assert our claims to power ruthlessly, and conflicts can hardly be avoided if we are not too careful. So stand by your light, but do not be afraid to show your weaknesses either. I'm not saying be a doormat, by all means, no, don't. But do not be afraid to show your weaknesses. The strong energy of these days could well be used for a deep personal process of clarification. So the feeling of uncertainty can also make you solve problems faster than normal during this time. So do not rush as if there was a deadline, and try to slow down so you can decide what it is you really want to do, and proceed at your own comfortable pace, Scorpio. So Scorpios during this full moon in Aries is in the 6th house. 6th house matters, and it is the house of the 6th house is about health. psychological issues and conditions in this lifetime. So it's relating to a place of work, daily organization, including your food, the food you eat, intake, sleep patterns, schedules, lists, cleanliness, your overall readiness to take on daily responsibility. It is important to understand that similar to the sign of Virgo, it is a house of modesty and accomplishments as well. And it is only for the well-being of others. So it's like a service to others. It's all about health. It's all about a healthy routine. It's all about your daily work. So it's not about where you are at work or career. This is your day-to-day work, and it's as simple as down to the basics, such as brushing your teeth, your personal hygiene, etc. So this is represented by the 6th house, and so with the 6th house energies during the Aries full moon, you may end some tension with a co-worker or a boss. Okay, so if you've been putting some assignments on hold, maybe this moon is probably going to bring all that back in, and you may have to go over that, or it may actually come to a halt where it stops. So but all in all, overall, this might be a productive but exhausting experience for you during this full moon season, phase. So I would say take care of your health, take your vitamins, sleep well, rest well, because it can become very busy at work. So Scorpio, let's see what the tarot has to say for you. And I do have a full moon layout that consists of 5 cards. So let's see what these cards show us. So, higher self, show me 5 cards for Scorpio. 5 cards for Scorpio. Cards for Scorpio. See, we've got the work card for Scorpio. So we've got 5 cards. Okay. So the first card. What are the energies that you have attracted or manifested since the last new moon? And what I'm getting is the King of Cups. King of Cups is someone who is in touch with their emotions. They're very sensitive, as well as caring, and they could be a healer. Their energy could be healing. So they're gentle, and their overall energy is just healing. This person could be someone in the health sector. This could be a doctor. Okay, so what it says that what are the energies that you have attracted or manifested since the last new moon? You have attracted this healing energy. It's a water sign energy. You are Scorpio, you're a water sign, but it's more of a masculine rather than a feminine energy. So that's what you have attracted. You have attracted that healing quality to yourself. Your presence, your energy is completely healing to everyone else, including yourself. So what needs to come into your consciousness? You've got the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is saying, okay, it's enough time being in touch with your emotional side, it's time to get in touch with your physical side, okay? Just like the astrology says, it is in the 6th house matters, and this is also, Queen of Wands is also someone, besides being in touch with their physical body, they are also a career person or someone who works. So it is time to put more effort into work. Action related, this person is very active because it's a fire sign, just like Aries, and it is saying take care of yourself, be aware of your physical body, be aware of the place you work in, whatever you have to do, and be active. Okay, so what no longer serves you and needs to be released? We have the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is saying you need to release the fact that you keep jumping into situations and straight away jumping back out. So if you've been cutting corners at work or jumping into situations where you feel confident to do it, but it's come to the point where your plate is full, okay? So as suggested, try to take it slow as possible because it is very important for you in regards to your health at the moment. You need to take it slowly. You need to have less as possible on your plate. So don't jump into any more responsibilities, okay? So the 4th card here is how can you release and let go of the energies that you no longer need? Be occupied with your work to get things off your mind, because if you do not preoccupy yourself, if you do not occupy your mind doing certain things, you may become a hypochondriac at this lunar phase. So you may start feeling ailments, you may start feeling symptoms here and there, and it's not the way you want to go. So keep yourself occupied, and that's the only way you can release these energies, because you've been too much in touch with your emotions. You need to release the emotions and get down to the nitty and gritty with the physical as well as work. Okay, and the last card, what can you learn from this experience to make magic happen? Well, this experience is showing you that you can manifest whatever that you focus on. So whether it's a symptom or whether it's some sort of dream, you can manifest it because you are the magician. Everyone's a magician, but during this time more so, you can manifest something maybe you don't really want to. Okay, Scorpio, so that is your astrology and your tarot for the Aries full moon, and I hope you enjoy the full moon energies. Take care, and may love and light be with you always. Bye.